Welcome to all to my site, the health session. The topic is the natural fight against corona. I am Dr. Priyanka Ganguly, Assistant Professor of Shalatantra Department. So before starting this topic, definitely we are knowing in these present conditions that the whole worldwide continuously this COVID-19 situation is getting every day devastated. Even in India also, that's also India got the third ranking in COVID-19 inpatients. So in these situations, always as being Ayurvedic doctor, even the all other common people, they are also having the questions, Ayurveda is having any reference about this corona, this kind of virus and all. So why those people are telling something about these situations? So that we have to know first. Actually, in our science, their exact the corona, this virus, this term has not been mentioned yet. Even this COVID-19, okay, this kind of term is not mentioned. But in our science, Acharya Shusruta, he had mentioned the term that is the Nirjantu Karan or Jantu. Jantu means usually in our science that is all kind of microorganisms. That may be virus, that may be bacteria, that may be protozoas, okay. And not only that, even he had explained that different procedures and methods how to make them totally kill or remove from any articles or from any instruments and whatever, okay, even from any room even. Not only that, even Acharya Charak, Charak also mentioned about the Janapad Dhangsha. That's also in his treatise, that is Charak Samhita, Iman Sthana. He also mentioned there about the one of the causative factors which has not been elaborately described, but it is also guessing that might be the microorganisms was the main thing which also causing these devastations or totally abolish of the entire civilizations, that is the Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, whatever the civilization was there, and entire the Janapada Dhangsha, it was one of the reason of this abolition. Okay, in our science, okay, whatever the treatment modalities has been told for that we may correlate with the prevention method, okay. And in our science, it has been told if the persons, their entire the immunity system or Vadi Shamatta, this term has been mentioned, Vadi Shamatta, this quality can be increased or can be established, then usually this person can prevent any kind of invasions of organisms and they can get rid of any kind of disease. Not only that, they can prevent even them. Not only that, the usually in case of this present era, the Vadi Shamatta as well as the Raksha Karma, okay, or the protective measures, okay, it can be maintained properly, then easily we can overcome in this present era whatever the problem came to the whole worldwide, that is the COVID-19, we can conquer, okay. So actually our science, the sloka is there that we are knowing very nicely, that is Shastasya Shastra Rakshanam Aturasya Vikara Prashamanasya. That means already the Shasta person or the healthy person, for them the Shastra Rakshanam or health should be maintained, whatever their healthy or disease-free condition, that should be maintained. And Aturasya Vikara Prashamanasya, and the Atu or the who is having already they already got some disease or having some disorder, just like the example the COVID-19 or like that. For them, the Vikar means their disease should be Prashamanasya, means it should be eradicated. Okay, so all the curative and the preventive. So those two main aim is there in our science, Ayurveda. So in that case, actually Acharya Charak, Acharya Shusruta, Acharya Baghbhata, all the Acharyas mention the term that is Dinacharya, Ritucharya, even they have mentioned the Ratricharya also. So Dinacharya and Ritucharya, this is actually the whole regimen that the all people, if they are maintaining the exact the daily regimen, even the seasonal regimen also, then usually they are getting this Vyadhi Shamatya or immunity power is getting established. And not only that, even they are entered the fighting mechanism against any kind of disease, that's also usually becoming increased. Okay, so based on that, I mean, whatever the preventive mechanism has been told in our science, that can be practiced by the proper having ahara, rashayana, patha, even aushadha, even not only that, as a bihar, proper bihar, some activities, yoga, some panchakarma, that is our therapeutical measures in our science, and nirjantukaran, that's also mentioned in our Shushrushanita and all, nirjantukaran and raksha karma. So based on this all situation, first we have to select the exact ahar and exact bihar. What kind of bihar we should do, what kind of ahar we should intake. That's also depending upon the rasha, guna, virya, vipak, prabhav and karma. Because first we have to think that the virus, that is especially this coronavirus, okay, what is the characteristic of this virus? Usually it has been seen that this kind of virus is actually getting aggravated in the shita conditions or the cold environment. That's why always it has been told now, always take some warm water and hot potency related foods and all. So it has been seen usually those just whenever we are going to fight against this kind of virus, then definitely the opposite characteristic features which is having the drabha, which is having the opposite characteristic. Based on that, we have to select the all drabhas, ahar, rashayan and bihar also. So that's why the katu, tikta, kashai, this kind of drabha we have to select, even based on the guna, laghu guna, those kind of even laghu, and not only that, some vishad guna characteristic of the drabhas also we have to maintain. Even not only that, if you are going for the virya, the ushna virya, tikshna property also there, tikshna virya, everything we have to choose based on their qualities and all. So I have given some chart based on that. Some chart means that step 1, step 2, how the people from after waking up in the morning and before going to the sleep, how they can maintain the exact all preventive mechanism what has been told in our dinacharya and ritucharya that I have mentioned here. Okay, so in case of for the starting of the day, the Brahma Muhurta is very important time when usually people, if they are waking up, then usually their Vayu, Pitta, Kapha, all the doshas are stating in the equilibrium conditions. That is also helping to boost up their immunity power. Okay. Not only that, in this quarantine lifestyle, usually people are very much becoming very much lazy, okay, lethargy. So that's why they are not at all doing any exercises and proper work. For that, what's happening, their total metabolism system is getting affected. When the metabolism system is getting affected, that is also affecting our total digestive system. And in our science, we are doing kukshi. Kukshi is the main place from where each and every systems are getting controlled. So kukshi is better, means in the best position, means the other all systems, connecting all systems, that is renal or that may be liver function, even the respiratory system, even nervous system, every systems are getting controlled by our kukshi. It has been told that according to Ayurveda, if the person's kukshi is okay, means all other systems also becoming more or less proper. So that's why whenever metabolic system is getting hampered, that's also affecting our digestive system, and as well as the respiratory system also getting affected. That's why every day after wake up in the morning, then first our main motto is to do some some activities, especially some asanas like Surya Namaskar asana. That is very good. Surya Namaskar, usually the whole body it is getting warm up. Okay, not only that, it is giving. They are having 7 types of exercise postures, and they are reverse postures. So usually, it's giving us indirectly the boosting of our immunity power too. Okay, as well as it's helping to fighting against any kind of organisms by strengthening our respiratory system. Not only that, even Paschimottanasana, Sarvanga, then Gamukhasans, and various kind of halasanas, okay, Bhujanga asanas, Padahastasans. Here also, we are. I have tried to show that is Gamukhasana, that is also strengthening our total digestive. Our total respiratory. And that is also Baddha Padmasana. Baddha Padmasana. That is also helping to strengthening these areas whenever we are inhaling the oxygens. This part, especially this upper trunk areas, getting properly getting this oxygenated supply properly. Even along with that, some we are having some normal exercises. Along with that, Anulam Vilam. Even the Kapalbhati also indirectly helping for our respiratory systems getting work properly. Okay, because usually Anulam Vilam, Bhastika, Bhamri, Uddip. Okay, all of them are very good choice. Our exactly the respiratory system. When the respiratory system is getting properly strengthening, then it's also having the fighting mechanisms, which also helping to fight against any kind of organisms and all. So here, actually in our science, their next step, if we are going to the next step, that is very important. That I told previously that we have to choose any kind of Ushna, Tikshna Drabha. So whenever after doing exercises, then we may go for the Kavala and Gandusha. That is very important. So usually the Gandusha we may go for along with oil. Okay, and that also sometimes some people are holding there. Okay, for some oil, and that is also helping to, if any kind of oropharynx areas, any kind of viruses are there is lodging there, that is also helping to heal them. Okay, these areas also becoming strengthened, so it is also preventing those kind of infections. Not only that, even we may do the Kavala. Kavala also we may do by water, that also mixing along with little bit Haridra and Sandavlavan and Kali Mirchi, or better to say the black pepper. So those are also having exactly, especially the Kali Mirchi is having very much Tikshna property, Ushna and Tikshna both property. Haridra also having the antibacterial property. Lavana, this is also helping to clean up the entire buccal portions. So usually by the using of the hot water along with the boiling all those things, then we may do this Kavala for 5 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, or maximum 5 minutes and all. Next, our step is better we may go for some Nashal. Okay, that also we may do. Sometimes some people are inhaling this one by using some kind of vapor or bashpa. That also can be made up along with a little bit Yashti Madhu, whatever. Yashti Madhu, Kali Mirchi, Even someone, some asthmatic problem, some people are having the asthmatic problem, and those people are also having some fear that in these conditions might be they can catch this kind of virus and all. So for them also, if they want, clear this exactly the bronchial, regions and all, for that also they may use the black pepper and this Tejupatra and Pippali they may use, and Kantikari, Bashaka, that is also very good for those kind of people who are habitually very much prone to cold allergy and all. So if they are having this kind of Bashpa intake or inhaling, that is also beneficial for them. If they want the nebulizer, that also they may use, because those are the technology. So we are using the technology, even modern science, even homeopathy science, even the Ayurvedic science. Everyone can use the engineering instruments, whatever the engineer level, whatever they have invented, that is also can be used by any pathy. Okay, so nebulizer, it is one of the bio equipment. So that also can be used if the person is not able to inhale the Bashpa properly. And not only that, the Uravasti also giving the strengthening to our entire the respiratory systems as well as the cardiac system also. Okay. And along with that, it is very important the Nijjantu Karana in the home or the room. That is also important. So for that, Acharya Shusruta also he had mentioned that Neem Patra, Agadu Chandana, along with Gugulu, Sarjiras, even some Gaura Shashak, and the Lavan and the Grita. So all the mixing and the ablaging and these dhuma can be spreading to all over the room. That's also killing the organism. So daily, morning and afternoon, morning and evening time, if we are doing the same thing, then definitely we people would be little bit safe from any kind of invasions and all. So organisms could not breed there. Okay. Next one is very important. After having all those things, definitely our next duty is procedures. Then we should go for warm bath. Don't take the cold bath in these situations. Better little bit lukewarm bath is better, and that time if you want, then sarsa patela. Okay, that's also the mustard oil. That's also you may use for little bit. It's also having the Ushna property. Okay, Ushna and Tishna property. So that is also helping to restrain from any kind of cold allergic people from catching the cold, and also for that also we may apply. And afterwards, after having the bath, then we are starting our day along with usually any citrus fruit. Always keep in mind citrus fruit, even the citrus, vitamin C and the zinc, both are having the very much good immunity boosting property, because it is helping to fight against any kind of infections, any kind of microorganisms. It is boosting our immunity power. That's why any kind of citrus fruit, especially I am recommending the amla. Not only that, any kind of lemon or limes we may intake. But one misconception is there, that is some people are having this lemon along with the hot water. Always keep in mind, vitamin C always getting evaporated due to the presence of the hot substance. So better whenever you are going to have it, better you mix up along with normal room temperature water. And that time also you can mix up along with the honey, because it also has been seen our science, that is whenever we are mixing the hot water along with the honey, that's also increase our pitta. That is also leading various kind of skin disorder, because it is vitiating our pitta. That's why this Drabba Guna is very important before using any kind of even the herbal home remedy also. Without knowing, we could not do it just like a quack. Okay, so we may start our day along with 1 teaspoon of honey along with all those citrus fruit. Some people are having little bit acidic tendency. if they want, after having breakfast also, they may continue this thing. Not only that, even that time also we may start along with the hot water that we may boil along with tulsi patra and adraka, then kali mirchi, then cardamom, cinnamon, and along with the clove, okay, or lavanga or long, whatever. So those everyone having the antibacterial property, all are having the Ushna Tikshna property, as well as it's also giving the fighting, the all the immunity boosting capacity, which is helping actually the entire this buccal and oropharynx, nasopharynx areas are totally Tikshna Ushna property is giving what to killing the organism. So it is giving the soothness and it is giving the area which is free from any kind of jantu or any kind of viruses and all. Not only that, afterwards usually we have to know the zinc. Zinc also is very much important for immunity boosting. So milk and various kind of nuts, those are the very rich foods for zinc, very good source of zinc. That's why usually haridra, kesar also giving very good immunity power. So haridra, kesar, along with definitely we may use the darjeeling, okay, and then almond, because we are doing almond also, nuts, any kind of nuts, those are very good source of zinc, and along with ashwagandha, okay, that's also having very good effect. So all together, if we are boiling along with milk, and that we may take intake in the morning, so all are having the very good effect for immunity boosting. Next one, definitely for the having our breakfast, that time whatever we are eating, especially we have to keep little bit, we have to be little bit concerned that along with that we have to take all the nuts, especially the almond or this walnuts, even hazelnuts, or even normal whatever the chestnut and all, and then kharjura, and the kharjura means the dates and the raisins, all are having, because those are the dry fruits, so it's having very much good energy. So if we are having, means it's also helping our nutrition level, because immunity is based on our nutrition level also. The person who is having the fasting in this condition, usually their nutrition level becoming low. For them also, fighting against any kind of microorganism is the big question. So always keep your eyes over your exact diet. That is also very important in this present scenario. And not only that, even it has been seen that the lasuna, okay, so garlic also having very good effect for fighting against any kind of because it's also having the antimicrobial property, so it is also helping to fight against any kind of organisms. Not only that, it has been seen the green mirchi, even whenever we are eating, take as the side by side the salads, which is made up by some green mirchi, tomato, along with some kali mirchi or the peppers, then little bit onion also having the sulfur, that is also very good potential herbs, which is also fighting against any kind of microorganisms. And definitely we have to intake the milk in our breakfast, because it's also helping to fight against, as it's having the rich source of zinc. Only that, always keep in mind protein, the proper amount of the protein is very important. That is also helping to fight. It is also helping us the immunity power increasing. So that's why soybean, rajma, and any kind of chola, the sprouts, even any musur dal. Okay, not only that, even moong dal, tadka, whatever, different. Okay, black gram, green gram, all are there. So if different pulses are there, there's everything we have to be, because those are very rich source of protein. Protein also important to build up our all cells and tissues, and that is also helping to fight against any kind of organisms. Even in our science, whatever the masala has been told, That is also very good, having a very good property for fight against any kind of organisms. Like we are knowing that is cardamom, cinnamon, along with sarisha, even the shashapa, okay, and then jeera, I mean, okay, cumin, okay, curcumin. Everyone is having very good property for fighting against it. That's why we have to take it. Even hing also very good for. So beside that, some hygiene also we should maintain. That is very important, because not only the screening from outside by testing and all, simultaneously we have to go for the proper hygiene. That's usually what happens nowadays. So many people without any proper reasons they are going out. That should be prevented. People should know that sometimes the situation is like that. The people are suffering this disease without any symptom. That means asymptomatic. Sometimes the 24 years or 35 years aged person who are entirely asymptomatic, but whenever they are going to, little bit they are going to nearby to some aged person that who is having 65 or 70 years, those people are getting affected by this person only. So that's why this young person is exactly responsible to spread this COVID to the society. That's why, as being a human being, it's our duty to not harm the society indirectly even. Okay, so that's why better, if you are having no work, better you stay. You better use be in your home. And another thing is, don't be afraid. Sometimes people are becoming afraid, and that's also losing their strength. Don't do like that. Whenever it's required for purchasing anything and all, if you are going outside, always use your mask. Okay, don't keep it just below the nasal area. There's no effect. Okay, definitely the corona will be affected, or from you also it may spread everywhere. Always wear the mask properly to entirely covering your nasal portions and your entirely this mouth portions. From there the droplets can spread all over the environment. Okay, not only that, as well as always keep distance from the people. Some people are without any protection, suddenly they are coming very nearby and they are started to purchase something. So always keep some distance. Even any seminar or any college, if anything is going on, they are also such a 3 meters and all, some distance you should maintain. Okay, otherwise it may harm not only to you, even to your family members, or without knowing you may spread it to the societies, some other people, some other aged or some morbid persons also. Another things also we are doing, we have to keep clean our hands properly. Okay, with that, for the sanitizing is very important whenever we are touching anything. So this kind of thing already spread, already told by so many people. So always keep in mind, this is very important, not to touch directly to your face whenever you are going outside or touching anything. After cleaning your hands, better than you may touch your face and other person. Okay, and always keep in mind, every day you should is it usually healing the organisms. That is very important. Okay, so don't in the damp positions, don't keep it there. Okay, you should make it dry there. That's also killing the organisms very fast. Even not only dresses, if you are having some stuff. And always keep in mind, whenever we are going outside for purchasing some foods, some vegetables and all, times, for 2 to 3 hours we should keep aside, and afterwards all those things we have to keep inside the hot water. There we have to boil it for some while, a little bit. After boiling, then better you may use in this present conditions. Previously we are directly after cleaning, then we are going for cooking, but in this present situation I am going to give you some alertness. Better you after cleaning, then first you just boil it and then you may consume it. Okay, and since some people actually who are suffering this COVID-19, Usually, whenever we are getting this building, some person already got this disease. Then and there we are going to isolate them. Okay, it's okay. But sometimes, whenever they are also in the very devastated condition, when their transportation to the hospital is required, that time also people are not at all helping. That is not a good thing. Definitely this is a contaminated disorder, but still, as being human being, if we are getting the proper protections of ours, like protective measures we are taking, personal whatever the protective measures has been told, afterwards also we may help them. Okay, but then so many people are nowadays getting die and they expired due to the less help from society. Even they are also becoming depressed. Not only that, the other aged person who are residing in some buildings and flats and all, they are also nowadays getting very afraid. What would be afterwards if we are getting affected? So this kind of tensions also what their total equilibrium conditions also getting hampered due to the tensions and all, due to the invasions of the bio, and that's why those people are also becoming very much frustrated and depressed due to this situation. So it's our duty to give them some mental support and not remove them from our society. We should be there for them with proper protection, okay, of ourselves. And the next one is definitely for the health worker who are every day they are continuously fighting against this corona to give the proper treatment to the other affected persons. They are really we are very much grateful to them, and for them also there is having some fear, and for them also proper PPT kit is required, because so many areas we have seen the proper glass at their PPT dresses along with their sanitizer along with their face shields, even their mask. Nothing has been provided, even their shower cap or the exactly the cap and all, surgical cap and all, nothing has been given. So for them also it is our duty to provide them. Then only, not only that, whenever they are getting contacted with other person, those people also should maintain some distance. They should wear the mask, because health worker also the human being, they are also fighting for you people. So you people should be responsible, and you should take some responsibility for them too. So as a homemade kit has been Ayurvedic doctor, we may make it in our home as like any herbal air freshener, whatever I told, based on that, even herbal sanitizer spray, hand wash, herbal tea powder, immunity boosting recipe, even kapha-nashak, whatever the patha has been told in our side, even natural inhaler, anti-corona Ayurvedic drugs, everything has been Ayurvedic doctor. We are having very good prospect if you want any good homemade kit for all the society, and that we may publish. So my last word is stay home, keep distance, wear mask, maintain hygiene, and be alert. Thank you.